put yourself back on.
Okay.
We're good. Let's find a seated, quiet position. And the reason I like to use a block to sit on is it neutralizes the pelvis. And so at some point, if you want to invest in a block, it's a really wise decision. And then it helps us just get into the postures a little bit more. But let's just find a seated position. You can rest your hands comfortably on your thighs. Close your eyes. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears and then press them back. Let me know if the sound is too much or too little, if you wouldn't mind, and then we can just begin the practice by settling in, taking a smooth breath in through the nose, and even a longer exhale. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling, pulling the belly button in and completely softening shoulders, arms, fingertips, hips, thighs, shins, all the way to the toes. Smooth breath in, slow exhale out. And we'll begin with some sun breaths. You can do this with your eyes closed or just follow me along. Lift the arms all the way up. Reaching, now press into the floor with the sits bones so you're rooting down and then rising up. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, breath. Exhale, open up to the right, pressing arms out to the side, reaching fingertips. Palms turn up as we come up. Big inhale, breath. Exhale to the other side. Again, especially that right sits bone. Palms come all the way up. Baby back bend. So goal post your arms. Press the heart up to the sky. Inhale, arms high. Palms together to heart center. Interlace your hands. Now press forward towards me. Bow your head, biceps by your ears. Reach, reach, reach. Pull the belly button in. Release the arms to the back. Interlace the hands. Press down as you take a chest expansion. Gaze up to the sky. And then release. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale to heart center. Interlace hands, press forward. Round the spine. Release the hands, this time opposite thumb on top as you take your chest expansion. Gaze up. Pull the shoulder blades together. Release the hands. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale to heart center. Interlace hands, press forward. Biceps strong by the ears in alignment. Release the hands behind the back, press down, gaze up. And release. Pause here. Take your hands and let's just move the synovial fluid around by just some figure 8. Both directions, shake it out. Let's put 10 fingers on the floor, lift the left arm, bicep by the ear, and let's take it all the way over. Inhale, press more. Slowly rise. I'll take that to the other side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, reach. Again, pressing both sits bones into the floor. And let's just flow it back and forth. Turn up the volume just a little bit. come to center and let's take feet onto the floor, press parallel in, and just move hips side to side. See if you can press the shins into the floor. And then with your next movement, take the arm all the way over, swing it over. Just waking up the body. And as you come to the next side, I'm just going to adjust my body. So you're going to be facing back. Hands come right underneath the shoulders. Lift yourself up. And we're going to undulate the spine. So tuck the chin as if you're rolling a ping pong ball forward with your nose. And just allow the spine to almost be a jellyfish. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more time. Press all the way up. And let's take that to the other side. So again, you want to press the shins into the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, gaze up, inhale breath, tuck the chin and begin the undulation. Almost a meditation in motion, breath to movement. Come all the way back up. One more, just side to side. And then let's find tabletop. However you get there. I'm just going to turn the sound up a little bit more. So adjust, make sure your hands are directly underneath the shoulders, knees hip width distance, and let's stir the torso. So just some big movements with the hips. You might want to create a C position with the body as you go to the side. And let's take it the other way direction. And then come to center. Adjust knees and hands if need be, and let's just go right into cat-cow. Pressing the floor away from you, pulling the belly button in. And then come to center. Let's take the right arm high, move the wrist around, and then big arm movements to get the shoulder moving here, both directions. Lift the right arm high, reaching for the sky, and then thread the needle, comes right underneath. Come down to the shoulder, rest your ear, take the left hand on top of the right, and then lift the left arm all the way, tuck it behind into the hip crease to take a nice bind. The left shoulder comes down and back, so we're really opening up the shoulder here. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and level the hips. And then let's release the left arm hand to the floor, lift the right arm high. Big breath in, exhale, come down. Let's take that to the other side. Left arm high, roll the wrist. And then big arm movements. Both directions. Notice any difference on this side? Lift the left arm high. Inhale. Let's thread it through the right. Again, prayer position with the hands, then lift the right arm all the way up. Tuck fingers in the hip crease and create level hips by pressing into that left side. Right shoulder down and back to open up that right side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, release. Press the hand into the floor, lift the left arm high. And come back to tabletop. Let's turn the toes under, press into the floor, and just lift the knees a little bit off the floor and pedal. So we're really moving the arches around. You might want to even pick them up. Press toes into the floor and begin to lift the hips by keeping the knees bent. You're pushing the floor away from you. Chest comes into the thighs. Allow the head to fall. Keep arms straight as you then work towards straightening the legs and then pedal out. Back your feet up, walk the dog. Keep pressing hips high. Allow the head to fall gently so there's no stress in the neck at all. Breath in, find stillness in your downward facing dog. And exhale. Take the left foot, place it in the middle of the mat and elevate the right foot. Pinky toe pressing down so the hips stay level. Bend the knee and open it up. So your head is under your right armpit and just take some circles with that hip. So continually moving the major muscle groups here. Inhale that right leg high. Bring it all the way through low lunge. This is a nice time to have a couple blocks. Again, I'll just talk about the blocks, so if you eventually get them, it just brings the floor a little bit closer, makes this a little bit more accessible. Otherwise, tent fingers to the floor. Drop your left knee, take your hands on your right thigh. Let's pull the shoulders up and back to elongate the spine. Inhale, breath, arms come high. Interlace hands except for the pointer finger. Gaze up to the sky and take a little baby back bend. Feel the stretch in your left quad. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Take your hands back down to that thigh and press forward. Breath in. Breath out. Release this. Tent your fingertips straight in the right leg. Flex the toes. Lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling so you have a nice straight leg. And pull that right femur into the socket. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Imagine a string from the top of your head pulling you forward. You might not get down very far because we're working with a straight spine here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, press forward. Again, inhale, breath. Exhale, press forward. Re-bend the knee. And then come to the back. So I'll just come this way. So now we're on the side. Bend the knees and let's take a nice side to side stretch. See if you can straighten the spine. Imagine you're putting your cup of coffee on your back. So we're working with a straight spine, pressing evenly into both feet. Now expand the arms side to side like you're an eagle. The next time you are towards the back, just pivot all the way around and we'll take that same sequence. Hands come to the thigh. Inhale, arms high. Interlace hands, pointer finger up, little baby back bend. Feel the stretch in the opposite quad. Big inhale breath. Let's take that down to the thigh and press forward. Release this. Hands tent to the floor. Flex the toes. Inhale, lift. Forward fold. Big breath in. Exhale, press the crown of the head towards the toes. Slowly release this, bend the knee, come back to center. This time, we'll take arms out to the side. Right hand comes to the left foot, pressing down. Left arm high, gaze up to the sky, and let's take a bind for a spiral twist. That left shoulder is down and back. And use the feet pressing into the floor to engage the twist. Release, and let's take that to the other side. So left hand on right toes, lift the right arm high. Inhale, go ahead and take the bind. And release. Take this all the way to the back, to the front. Join both feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, rise to Tadasana. Let's set this up. So lift all 10 toes, press into the floor, and begin to bring focus on the outsides of the heels. Engage all corners of the foot. Engage the kneecaps and energetically hug your thighs together. Another good use of a block is just to place in so you're getting that good engagement, hugging the block in. Tuck the tailbone. Pull the belly button in, release, relax, shoulders. At the same time, fingertips reaching towards the sky. Inhale. This is your alignment for Tadasana. Exhale, baby back bend. Press the sternum forward, gaze up. Inhale, arms high. Palms together, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands come to the floor. One leg back, the other leg back. We are in high plank pose. Hold here. Breathe in. Press the heels back to engage the legs, then come 2 inches forward. Shoulders over the wrists. Inhale. Exhale, pull the elbows in as you sink down to the floor. Turn one foot over, then the other. So we are in the perfect position for Cobra pose. Inhale, breath, little to no weight. Press all toes into the floor. Press into the pubic bone. Squeeze the elbows in and gaze forward. Keep lifting. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly release. You can turn the toes, you can press up into high plank or come into tabletop, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Again, breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose, bend your knees, gaze up to your hands and join together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to Tadasana. Take the left wrist in the right hand. Press up to the ceiling. Inhale, breath. Let's move to the right. Press more to the right and then bend more. Inhale, center. Take the opposite hand. Inhale, press up. And off to the other side. Inhale, center, baby back bend. Exhale, rise, palms together, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Take the hands to the floor, left leg back, right leg back. Let's hold in high plank pose. I'm going to come to the front just to demonstrate. Hold here. Breath in, breath out. Squeeze the elbows into your rib cage as you come down all the way. This time we'll take Sphinx pose. So create a number 11 in front, take the hands wide. Press all tops of the feet into the floor. Energetically pull the elbows back to your heels as you rise for Sphinx. Breath in, breath out. Again, breathe in through the nose. Exhale. With the hands, begin to press yourself up. This is seal pose. Do whatever level you can to straighten the arms. Breathe in. I'm shaking here. Breathe out. Take a smooth breath in through the nose. Exhale out and release. Come down to the elbows. Again, your choice. You can come in through plank pose, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Again, breathe in through the nose, exhale through the nose. Left leg high, all the way up. As you come in, squeeze that thigh into your chest. Place gently between the hands and take a little movement back and forth. Make sure that back heel is pressing down to the floor. That back leg is straight, gaze forward. You're in two separate lanes like you're cross-country skiing. Take your hands to your thigh. Hold here. Pull the shoulders back and down. Lengthen the spine, arms come high. Inhale, breath. Strong warrior here. Exhale, warrior two. Press the back foot down, align heel to arch. Bend the front knee. Make sure it doesn't go over the heel. You might want to take a longer stance. Inhale, stretch the arms side to side. Let's dance it back. Stretch that arm all the way back. Interlace the hands and pull for a nice long lateral stretch. Inhale, breath. Release this hand. Take elbow to your thigh. Arms come all the way over. And create this nice long stretch. Turn it down a little bit. As we're in this stretch, let's take the arm and just open up. Big circles. Whatever feels good in your body. So you can take an elbow or you can press the arm into the shin into the arm for that isometric press. A block is nice. Use here too to press the head into the block. Inhale, breath. Exhale, press all the way up, straighten both legs, reverse triangle. Inhale. And let's take triangle pose from here. Inhale, lower the front hip as the back hip rises and begin to reach out. Keep reaching. So both legs are straight. That left hand is pressing into the shin. Gaze up to the ceiling for triangle pose. Reaching fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bend the front knee. Take your hands, twirl them around, gaze forward. Inhale. Bring both feet together. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll take that to the other side. Inhale, breath. This time, left foot comes back. Might move side to side. Now let's stabilize this posture by bringing that back heel down, gaze forward. Hands come to the right thigh. Shoulders up and back to elongate the spine. Arms come high. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Hold here. Now open up to warrior two on the other side. Again, adjust. Knee does not fall over that heel, so just take a longer stance. Reach side to side. Inhale. Let's dance it back. Exhale, reach forward and take that arm all the way over for a nice long lateral stretch. Again, elbow on the thigh, or it can come down, pressing into the shin. Gaze up to the ceiling if that's in your practice. Hold here. Inhale. Take the big circles, both directions. Ooh, feels good. Inhale. Press all the way up, straighten both legs, reverse our triangle. Inhale, breath. Interlace hands and press back. And then let's take triangle pose. Reach fingertip to fingertip. Shoulders over the hips. And then begin to stretch to the other side. Keep stretching, keep stretching. Tick-tock your arms when you can't stretch anymore. Gaze up to the ceiling. Big inhale breath. Exhale. And let's take this all the way up. Reverse. Bend the front knee, circle around, press hands into the floor. High plank pose. Let's hold high plank pose. Do a little core engagement here. So press the heels back, come 2 inches forward, and begin to take taps. Tap, tap. Use open mouth exhales on the tap. Pull the belly button in. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees wide. Come down into a child's pose. Rest. Fingertips reach into the front. Allow the forehead just to rest. Big inhale breath. Exhale. And then slowly roll all the way up. We'll take camel's pose next. So come to the knees. Take your hands as if you're sliding them in through your jean pockets. Take your elbows back, gaze forward. Supporting the back, press the hips forward and allow the head just to fall. You don't want it to completely fall back, but rather just gaze up to the ceiling. And keep pulling the elbows together. Beautiful open heart expression, camel pose. You are welcome, if it's in your practice, Sheila, to take your hands to the heels. We're just holding this posture with a smooth breath in. Slow exhale out. Support your back as you come all the way up. And just come down seated on the heels. Take your palms up. Find a breath. Smooth in through the nose. Exhale. A little counter posture next. Take the arms all the way up. Pointer fingers up to the sky. Tuck the chin. And then begin to press forward. So the first to touch this floor will be your pointer fingers. And then press forward. So you're stretching out the spine opposite from our camel pose. Forehead comes to the floor. And stretching those arms as far forward as possible. Keeping the chin tucked. Use the core muscles, biceps by your ears to come all the way up. Release this and just fall to the side. Take a posture called Jani Sharasana. So tuck the left foot into the right thigh and adjust your hips, gazing to the feet. Flex the foot. Lift the arm high. Press sits bones into the floor evenly. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Press the crown of the head towards the toes and just hold here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. And slowly rise. Take the left hand behind the left hip. Press into the left shin and take what we call stargazing pose. Nice big circle, little back bend action here going on. Pressing the hips forward, arm comes around, big circles. And come down. Let's take that to the other side. So right foot comes in, pressing into the thigh, and adjust your hips facing those left toes. Sit tall, sits bones into the floor, arms high. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab the shin, the toes to help elongate the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly rise. Take your right hand behind your left hip, lift all the way up. Take that nice big opening circle. And moving on to pigeon, half pigeon pose. We'll take a couple variations first. So come into downward facing dog, however you get there. Pedal out. Lift the right leg high, bend the knee, open it up. Just take a nice hip opener here. Lift that right leg, gaze forward, and bring the knee all the way through. And meet the knee to the wrist. So move gently back and forth to keep the hips level. And then let's take the left hand, cup it around the right knee. Take your right hand and press it into the floor. The right arm is straight. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to pull the right knee over to my left elbow. So I'm getting a nice stretch here. And my right arm is pressing into the floor to help with a twist. Keep gazing over your right shoulder. So you should be feeling this on the lower right hip. Release this. Press your hands into the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Take this stretch forward. You can stack the fists on one another. Breathe into this posture. Keep that left leg pointed and straight. It's always nice to have a blanket you might want to put under here, under the right hip, to keep those hips level. And then let's release this. Come all the way up. Turn the back toes under. Downward facing dog. Notice the difference in the hips. Left leg rises, bend the knee, tuck your head under the armpit and take that circle with the left knee, left hip. Left leg high, bring it all the way through. Gently place knee next to your wrist. So press yourself up. Make sure that back leg is straight and pointed. Maybe move side to side. And we'll take the right hand, cup it over that left knee. Left arm is straight, pressing into the floor, and now begin to pull the left knee over to the right elbow. Feel the stretch in the lower left hip. So your gaze is down or to the side. You want to avoid wrenching the neck up to the ceiling. So just breathe through the sensation. Inhale through the nose. Exhale as you twist. Let's do that again. Big inhale breath. Exhale, pull on that knee to engage this stretch. And then release. Press both hands into the floor. Lift yourself up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, one hand over the other. Find your resting pigeon pose. Stack your fists. Make sure that back leg is pointed and straight. And let's release this. Hands come right underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up. And then turn the toes under. Let's find downward facing dog just to even out the hips. Press up. And then come into tabletop. Take the back knee, round it into the front so both knees are in alignment, and then come to sit. One last hip opener. Hands come to the feet, hold here. So you definitely want to feel both sits bones into the mat, or this is another time you can use a block to sit on if you would like. So tense your fingers, inhale breath, exhale forward fold. And slowly rise. Take your hands in the back, press up, come forward. And then just take the back knee, round it to the front. Take your feet wide and come down onto the seat. Hands come to the feet first. Let's just hold here, breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. You can tense your fingers if you would like. Slowly bend forward with an inhale. Exhale, fall forward. And then slowly rise. Pause here, big inhale breath. Exhale, come forward. Tabletop position. Maybe move the hips back and forth, and then come down onto your seat. Take your feet forward. Inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly come all the way up, hands extended out, and allow your control to come all the way down, one vertebra after the other. And then take your feet, press them into the floor for bridge pose. Feet are parallel, palms are down. Inhale, press into the floor to lift the hips. Now interlace shoulders, shimmy together, interlace the fists, and use the engagement of arms, shoulders to begin to press your hips up to the sky. The chest is following the chin rather than chin to chest. Keep pressing feet into the floor. Use Ujjayi breath in and Ujjayi breath out. Keep lifting, keep pressing, and keep using the shoulder strength to help press up the biceps, triceps. And then release the hands. Allow the entire back to come to the floor. Let's hug knees into chest so that the entire spine comes onto the floor. Maybe move side to side. And then legs up the wall. Hold here, flex the feet. Inhale, breath. Exhale. This is an awesome restorative posture. A block underneath the sacrum is an awesome adjustment. Let's lower the left leg, bend the right knee, hands right under the knee, and pull the knee into the right shoulder. Take some ankle rolls, both feet. And then slowly take the left hand, guide that right knee over, gaze over your right arm, stretching it. You might even use the left hand to press that right knee down, making sure that both shoulder blades are pressing into the floor. And let's take that to the other side. So come back to center, extend the right leg long, take the left knee and pull it into the left shoulder. You're going to feel a little hip sensation in the hip flexor. Keep pulling, pulling, pulling. Taking the right hand, guide that left knee over, gaze over to the right. Again, using the right hand to press that left knee down. Both shoulder blades into the floor. Come back to center. Happy baby pose. Take your knees wide, hands into the arches, and just rock back and forth. Pulling the knees down to the floor for a nice last hip opener. Go ahead and find Shavasana. Couple minutes here, so allow the body to be heavy. Complete take up space on your mat. Close your eyes. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Create space between the upper and lower teeth. And begin to take a nice inhale, long inhale breath. And even slower exhale. See if you can imagine the breath massaging your body. And bring some gentle movements to fingertips and toes. Gently move your head side to side. Perhaps coming into a fetal position, either side, just for a couple breaths there. And then eventually pressing yourself up back into a seated position, just like we started. See if you can do this with eyes closed, just continuing that internal focus, pratyahara. And once you find yourself seated, just take a moment to take a body scan and identify anything that might have changed in these quick 45 minutes, either mentally, physically, emotionally. Hands come to center, thumbs at the heart. Let's bow to this beautiful practice on this beautiful morning. Thumbs come to the place of intuition, our sixth chakra. Thank you, Sheila, for joining me this beautiful morning. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
It was wonderful.
Oh, good.
Very good. Great way to start my week.
Isn't it a wonderful way? There's nothing better than yoga to start the day.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Mm.